So my name's Nick Disney, and I have been around for a little bit. Pretty much everything that we do is single family, and almost all of it is focused kind of on the long term of where we're trying to get to. Primarily in San Antonio, because there's so many houses in San Antonio. There's enough for all of us, me, you, everybody else that you know as well. We will buy a few outside of town, and we tried the Lower Valley for a little bit, and so if you're ever thinking about going out of town, I've got my thoughts on whether or not that's a good idea. The main part of our business now is owner finance, so we create notes, then we use those, pay for the business and pay for everything else. But we also have the rentals, wholesale, we do rehabs, but almost everything that we do that creates that short-term cash is, the whole goal was to buy a long-term cash flow producing asset. So the whole business is set up like, how much cash flow can we make? I've had the rental versus note conversation 60, 70,000 times, and you can run into people that are like, rentals are the greatest thing ever. Why would you ever sell this property and make a note? And then you can talk to guys who made a bunch of notes and they'll say the exact opposite. My opinion is in between. I think that they're both great, but I think very much that they do two different things and they help your business in two different ways. So if you step back and look at what exactly you need for you specifically, it's better to have more options to think about what you want to do. We create that as a win-win because the person that we're going to sell the house to most of the time would not be able to get traditional financing from a Wells Fargo or Bank of America. There's lots of reasons why they can not go to Wells Fargo or Bank of America. Some of them are much better idea to sell a house to them. And if they have certain things of reasons why they can't go to the bank, it's probably a really bad idea to sell them a house. Well, wait a minute, I'm gonna sell this guy a house. You just told me that he can't go to Wells Fargo and get a loan, so why am I gonna give him a loan? Because there's lots of reasons why people can't get a loan, and they're fantastic borrowers. Several families pay each and every month. I don't even check to see if they paid because they've never missed a payment and we're going on years. But they're never gonna go to Bank of America and get a loan. Doesn't mean that they're bad. Typically for us, we're loaning to people with no credit, not bad credit. In our business, how I would look at it, okay, what do I get from one side and then what do I get from this other side? And so we gained a lot of net worth. We were able to build some banking relationships with the rentals, and we were able to get money for them much easier. But with the notes, we were able to get a lot more cash flow. Took a lot less time. When we started to get the rentals and over time, and I started buying them a long time ago, but then we started to get this equity in there. And as I definitely faced, I'm sure a lot of people did, I would run out of money. And then I would go get some more money, or someone would let me borrow some money with a lot of private lenders. And then somebody introduced me to some of this bank money. And he's a much better investor than I am to this day, but he's helped me out a ton. And we were able to take the rentals. So we took this piece of our business, we were able to take these rentals, take them over to the bank, and they were like, all right, Nick, we'll give you a line of credit. And as you build the relationship, especially with the smaller, more local banks, I'm talking like really, really local, because I got asked to leave dozens of places. But the places that have like 6, 8 branches total, fantastic. If you can find a couple of relationships there. And so we would take our rentals over there and they'd say, okay, well, Nick, if you give us X, Y, Z rentals, we'll give you a line of credit and you can go out and buy more stuff. And the line of credits are really easy. We just send an email and they send us the money. It's great. But then you can use that money over and over again. And now you're able to use the bank's money to go make more money. It's super easy the relationships have been huge for the business. And I mean it. Even if you gotta start with one at a small bank. And I don't wanna just run down the line of credit banking thing, but it's made such a big difference. Because also what'll happen with these bankers, so they'll be at this one bank and you built a relationship with this guy and he knows you, and you've also built a relationship with that bank, and then he'll leave and he'll go to another bank. And then he's gonna call you and he's gonna say something like this, hey, I'm not trying to get your business over here, but just wanna know, here's where I'm at, here's what we can do. They're just trying to get your business over there. But now you establish multiple relationships by just going with one. So if it fits for you, it was a game changer.